Okay, YouTube. This is another day I wasn't planning on making a video, but I just have to. You know. Sorry about all the noise in the background. There's music playing in the other room. I'll probably get a strike for that. The dryer's running in the laundry room right next to me. So, this is a Technics RSTR 165. Okay. I love this deck. Okay. But it has the same problem as all the other Technics cassette decks, right? Broken gears. Okay. So I replaced the gear on this side over here. So this side is working perfectly, okay? It's jamming both directions, smooth as ice, okay? And it sounds really, really good too, man, okay? So this side's good to go. It's the auto reverse recording side, okay? But this side over here is that famous one direction. It's not auto reverse. It only goes one way. Okay. So here's the mechanism up here. Okay. And you can see it only has one capstan, one pinch roller. You know, the head does not rotate. It's fixed. Okay. But you can see it has that piece of shit gear in there. Now, the problem with this deck is not that gear. That gear has all of its teeth. And I'm going to take it out and show it to you in a second. But the problem with this mechanism is the solenoid itself is shot. So the mechanism itself is dead. It's not fixable, okay? So I use it like an educational tool. Take it apart and fuck with it now and again, okay? Because all these mechanisms are like a Chinese finger puzzle. They all have little tricks on how to take them apart. And I just figured this out. And this makes my day. Because now I can actually repair this deck. And make it 100% badass. Alright? So, I'm very happy about that. And I'm going to show you the trick. Okay? When I first got this, I didn't know nothing about decks. I was still learning, and you learn stuff all the time, just saying. Okay? But like I said, this mechanism was dead. And I wasn't going to buy another deck just for this mechanism. Okay? Because I didn't know the trick to repairing it. Okay? So let me get this deck out of the way and get this mechanism down onto the table so I could show you what I'm talking about. Okay? So I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Okay. So the first thing we want to do here, okay, take the pinch roller off. There's a little lever right here. It just sticks up in the air. Just use your thumb and pull over on that, and this pinch roller will pop right off. See, look, one-handed. Okay. Now, the problem that I ran into is I didn't know how to get this off of here without taking the heads off, the tape path guide, okay, and all of that. Okay, So that's where I ran into the problem, but it didn't matter because the solenoid is dead. Okay, so it's irrelevant. But the reason why I didn't buy another deck to get this mechanism, all the mechanisms I have laying around here are auto reverse and recording mechanisms. So this is like I said, a single direction mechanism. Okay. Now there's a trick to getting this off without removing any of this stuff right here, without fucking up the alignment of the heads. Okay, because nobody wants to do that. You don't want to fuck up that alignment. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is unhook this spring right here. Okay, so you just unhook this spring. Hang on. Okay, so once you unhook this black spring right here, okay, that's just held on by that little clip right there. Okay, there's another spring right here. Okay, and that one you can just grab it, lift it up, okay, and bring it down here onto this wheel and let that sit there like that. So before, I thought you had to take all this stuff off of here to get this plate off, and you do not. There's a little clip right here. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. If you see this right here, this little clip, you lift up on this little clip with your fingernail. You don't want to break it. Just lift up on it a little bit. You can see it moving. There's another clip like that right over here. Okay? Same exact thing. There it is. Okay? Right here. So this will take two hands, so I won't be able to hold the phone and do it at the same time. Okay? Now these little guides right here, all right, this is the reason why it doesn't want to come off right at the moment. You see these little slots right here, this little square? You need this square to come down to that spot, okay? And same over here. This little square has to come down enough to get to that little black piece sticking out right there. The only way that's going to do that is to lift up on these little clips right here. And then it's going to come down and give you the clearance that you need to lift this plate right off. So I'm going to try to put you on this little tripod right here. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, I apologize. This tripod is a total piece of junk, okay? I don't even know where the fuck I got it at. So, now, this little tiny clip down here and this little tiny clip right over here, okay? If you take your fingers and just lift up on them a little bit, it will automatically drop the plate. You see the plate falling? And there it goes. It just comes right off, with the heads still connected. Nothing has been screwed up, okay? Perfect alignment. Didn't have to take none of that bullshit apart, okay? Now here's the gear I'm talking about. And like I said, this gear is not the problem with this mechanism, even though it is a piece of shit, okay? But like I said, the solenoid itself is no good. It's not fixable. So this mechanism itself is just a dead duck. Okay? It's only good for educational purposes. So, but yeah, that is how you get that off of there without removing the heads or the tape path or anything. Okay? Now to get it back on there, all right, is the same thing, just in reverse, okay? You line up the two grooves right here, this little notch, okay? You line it up, and all you have to do is push down a little bit, and you can see these little plastic clips right here, the ones I had to lift up on. You'll see them lift up in the air, right? Now once they do that, you can slide it forward. A little difficult with this camera tripod in the way, okay? That stupid spring's giving me a problem. Okay. Yeah, I really need to get some brighter lights and better tripods and all that shit. What the hell did I get that hung up on? Oh, it's gonna be a jag off. Yeah, they always love to give you a little trouble. There it goes. Okay. All right. So we're going to take that off and do it again. Lift up on the two clips, slide straight down, and it comes right off. All right. Maybe it'll go on easier this time. I doubt it, but you know. One side always likes to click on while the other one doesn't. You want to try to do it evenly. The fucking spring getting in the way again. Yeah, always likes to give you a little bit of a headache. Yeah, one side got hooked again. There you go. So take your time, have patience. Okay? So now I got to connect them two springs back up. All right? Ugh. All right. So there you go. That's the trick to getting this plate off without taking all these heads and stuff off. Okay? These little clips are your way in there. Okay? Just lift up on them little clips, slide this down, and it's gonna come off. Okay? This video ended up being a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Okay? But hopefully somebody learned something from it. Okay? Because that is the idea of my channel, is to show you tips and tricks. I don't claim to be a professional. Oh, there goes my fucking doorbell. That would be my brother. Alrighty then. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Party on. Have a good day. Later.